Hi, this is going to be a presentation about the 7 biggest mistakes in digital media marketing today and how to increase your leads and sales. The first major mistake most businesses make is once their website has been built, they automatically think it will be found on Google, the phone will ring, and email inquiries will just happen. You do have to market the site on social media and blogs and YouTube, etc. I know a lot of people are aware of this, but we've been building lead generation websites for almost 9 years now, and more often than not, it's not something that automatically comes into a business owner's mind. And not every page will be found on Google. It's just not the case, because at the end of the day, you have to make sure that the pages are indexed by Google, which is basically found by Google to enable them to be ranked. And so that's not an automatic sequence. It has to happen over time with marketing. And finally, foundation is the on-page optimization, which is search engine optimization, but it's like putting the floor in of a house. It's essential to the success in the future. It's not the only thing you'll have to do. So don't be fooled by any company that actually says that the only thing you need is on-page optimization, but it is extremely important. So mistake number 2 is search engine optimization, where companies regularly offer the service of being found for 50 to 100 keyword phrases and telling you that it will make you money and get you leads. This is a typical approach from an SEO company, with very little or no focus at all on website conversions. Their sole focus is to get you found and ranked, but what they're not telling you is what are the chances of them actually then converting into sales or leads. And typically they'll take at least 6 months, probably 12 months in many cases, depending on how competitive the word is, to be ranked, and it all depends on the competition. So please do not be fooled by these offers of multiple phrases being found on Google. It's about what's actually going to convert into sales or leads, and it's quality, not quantity. Mistake number 3, thinking that a web developer knows how to create a conversion and lead focused website. They make nice looking websites that are functional most of the time, and that's what they're good at. They're generally not conversion experts or SEO experts and internet marketing experts, and they certainly are not typically professionally developed in advanced SEO, psychology, eye tracking, and Google Analytics strategies. Mistake number 4 is that just to think that social media is all about likes and posting content. It is still typically something that people are very focused on, and yet it's about sharing comments and finding influencers in your target market and looking at the analytics to see what time of day your posts are being shared and looked at, etc., etc. It's a big topic for another day. But another key point is to take followers off of social media as soon as possible by building up your email database, by giving something away for free electronically that basically solves the challenges and frustrations of your target market, and then that's in your control, not in Facebook or anybody else's control. So, and then you need to send followers from social media to your blog and then to your website, because it's about building a ladder of intimacy. You don't have much space on social media, so you give them a snippet of information, you create the curiosity, you send them to your blog. That's where you inform them more about educating them and what you do, but not hard selling. It could have a soft sell, but then send them to the website. By that time, they've got to know, like, and trust you a little bit more, and therefore you've got a much better chance of them contacting you or buying something from you. Mistake number 5 is that phrase, 50% of my marketing works, I just don't know which 50%. And it's about tracking your offline marketing to unique pages on your website as well as the online world, because you should create something like a free electronic offer on a unique page on your website that you can track, that's only being created linked to an offline advert, for example. Whether that's a newspaper, whether that's a brochure, whether that's a postcard, it doesn't really matter. Send them to a website where you can actually track the success, and at least for those who opt into your offer, you can follow up with them. And it's also about understanding the percentage of people who are actually searching only on a smartphone, and you find that from Google Analytics, because you'll almost assuredly find that your bounce rate is going to be much higher in Google Analytics. Means they don't click on any links, they leave your desktop site because they don't get a good user experience, because they're looking at it on a smartphone. There's too much information, it's too large. And then finally, as far as mistake number 5 is concerned, you must set up goals in Google Analytics. Most people I see don't do this, and it is a huge mistake, because something like 50% of all Google Analytics is not going to be that effective if you don't actually set up goals. And what are goals? It simply means setting up when people contact you via an email, for example, how long they spend on your site, how many pages do they read, do they download your PDFs, do they opt into your free offer, are they watching your videos for a certain amount of time. It can be a variety of different goals, but it's extremely important, and you put a value to this as well. Otherwise, what are you doing for online marketing? You don't know what's actually really creating the revenue for you, and this is where the rubber meets the road. So mistake number 6, thinking that a large company has all the answers to help you succeed online. Yes, they do have very, very flashy brochures. Yes, they're good at marketing, and yes, they have good salespeople. But does this mean that they actually understand all the answers of how each part of digital marketing works together? More often than not, each department in a large company doesn't talk to each other about the different sectors of search engine optimization or blogging or social media or Google Analytics or mobile. And so do they really invest the time needed to actually get you successful? Or is it more of a churn and burn process where they come in, they offer something relatively cheap, make it look great, but ultimately don't put the time into it, because their numbers game is all about getting more and more people through their system, and they don't follow through in the way that you should have that focus, in our opinion. So, and the other point is, how experienced in integrated digital marketing are the employees? They might be focused on SEO, search engine optimization, they might be focused on pay-per-click, but are they looking at Google Analytics alongside that as one example? They don't tend to be advanced and experienced in multiple parts of internet marketing, and that's really the point. And then finally, mistake number 7, thinking there's a quick fix to make you successful online. Integrated digital marketing is the answer to getting more leads and sales. Let's make no mistake, it is a business online. Yes, you can generate leads and sales relatively quickly using such strategies as pay-per-click, but you need to create a very successful website first in terms of preparing your website for success, using marketing copy, looking strategically at what you want to achieve, and making sure you have Google Analytics in place. And then promote with Google AdWords, yes, for 3 months. Find out what works and what doesn't work in terms of keyword phrases. And then if you wish to follow through with search engine optimization, you're only focusing on those select words that you know makes you money, instead of wasting 6 to 12 months to find out that, yes, you've been ranked, fantastic, but you're actually not making any sales from it. So I hope that's helpful. We do have a free offer on our website and on our blog, I should say, about the top 7 free tools to actually help you generate more leads and sales. We also have, for a very, very limited time, a free integrated digital marketing review only to a maximum of 5 people a month. So if you'd like to take advantage of that, please contact us and we'll speak to you soon.